Hello guys, this is Maxwell Covington, and today I'm gonna be bringing you something kind of crazy and very rare. It's 4 versus 4 on the Eastern Front mod. This is something that doesn't happen very often because the Eastern Front doesn't have that many players, and the Company Heroes 1 in general doesn't have as many players. But luckily, I actually got to participate. Go through the players at first. We have LK playing as the Wehrmacht on the south end of the map, or south. Um, I can't pronounce that. Demonja playing as the Wehrmacht as well. The Essen Times. He's playing as the new German army, the Aussier, as you can see. The new Stern Pioneers, looking pretty good. Then up on the far side, we have Pistol Man playing as a Panzer Elite. So we have all four of the German armies. I mean, all three of the German armies. Then up here, on the Allied side, we have Ben D playing as the British. Myself playing as the Russians, or Soviets. Tide playing as the Soviets. And Ivish 84 playing as the Soviets. So far, just basic Soviet units moving up, capturing. British slowly moving up. I think there's a bug actually in this mod where for some reason the recon squad moves slow as well. Kind of weird. But this mod's not perfect, but it's pretty dang close. I'll give them that. 2 Kettenkrad start from the Panzer Elite. Ostier coming up the center, along with the Wehrmacht. It's a very interesting map as well. Look, you can see the detail that went into making all these stuff. So based on the battle at Stalingrad, as you can see, like the river docks over here. Very well done map and mod. And as you can see, the Axis are actually getting advantage. They're getting high fuel up here, and you're just getting the ground quicker than the Soviets are. Command squad coming out from, oh, that's me, Max Scout 4. Let's see, where are the Soviets in the south? The machine gun squad coming with some conscripts. Notice 3 of them don't have rifles at the beginning until you upgrade them. First action coming over here. Myself fighting the one Wehrmacht player. Pioneers being pushed away from the VP. But MG42 coming up on this side. Another engagement. Fight. Machine gun got set up though. Pinning down these Pioneers. Smartly he retreats them. And LK pulling back his motorcycle as well. But overall, you can see the Axis are definitely in the advantage still. Ben D moving with the infantry squad. And Panzer Grenadiers are now 4-man squads in this mod if you guys have not played Eastern Front mod before. And they can be upgraded to 5. Kettenkrad being damaged over here. Not too much action going on so far. Oh, sector missed back here being captured by Pistolman. Myself moving in on the central fuel point, and the British moving up to fight against these Panzer Grenadiers. Moving down here to fight against these guys underneath here. Machine gun also being set up here, cover the flank, and some conscripts coming in from the flank over here by myself. With the MG42 coming in to save the day. Along with another Stern Pioneer squad. Meanwhile, we have action further south as LK has managed to get a machine gun in this building, dominating this entire area. And a bike in this area as well to scout for him so you can see where all the Russians are coming from. Meanwhile, this battle is not going good for the Soviets, having to pull back. These guys having to pull back soon enough. It's 3 squads fighting them now. LK's already got some MP40s on his Volksgrenadiers pretty early at that, and they're pushing Soviets back because they're pinned down by this machine gun and the firepower from the motorcycle as well. Some nice mines going down by Ivish as well. Hopefully he didn't see them. Oh, machine gun and pinning these guys down. Ooh, just missing that mine by a hair. Russians building an outpost. British pushing up. And there's a small skirmish going on over here in the middle. Austria coming to the aid of the Panzer lead as well, forcing myself to retreat a squad. Meanwhile, the Germans are managing to hold this entire area with just one machine gun pretty much. Oh, that finally hitting that mine. Not taking any casualties, luckily for him. Meanwhile, the British are being 3-on-1, taking quite a bit of damage from all these squads. Squad attempted to link the MG42 and the sniper, but could not get around them in time. Not going good for the Russians there. The British being forced back by all these squads combined. 5 squads. Quite a bit. British got a defensive position set up though, and moving his HQ up to cover this medium fuel point. Meanwhile, these conscripts are being surrounded. Oh, 3 Panzer Grenadier squads not going to do too well against them. Once again, retreating from the superior Panzer Grenadier numbers. Anti-tank barriers being created here to restrict the movement of the vehicles down here. There is a motorcycle. Mortar being built by LK down here, and flamethrowers as well. He seems to be handling this area very well. Trying to flank his mortar, but it doesn't look like they're going to be too successful. Conscript squad going down. The skirmish breaking up here. This machine gun is just dominating this entire area. This flamethrowers gonna try to get in there, get them out of that house from the flank. They go managing to kill one man. Ooh, might take this machine gun out. Ooh, machine gun managed to get his revenge. Being pushed by the Wehrmacht, and the Austria managed to get out of Lux this early. But the Soviets and the British have practically no anti-tank weapons. Not good for them. Russians in the full retreat, and the British are going to try to hold the line. Not much they can do to stop the Lux right now. Wehrmacht managed to stabilize the center and the right side. Now they're going to the offense and left side. Mortar support though. Be careful of preparing that mortar. One mortar round right there. Ooh, that would landed right there. Oh, artillery coming in. Ooh, holy cow. Some quick artillery. Almost taking out the the Panzer II. But he's just managing to escape, and that Bren squad might be going down. Luckily he didn't focus fire and he managed to yeah, he managed oh spoke too soon. I'm sure these guys are upgrading with Piats. Meanwhile, armored car being built over here. The Germans are going to offensive, managing to capture one of the Soviet machine guns. Not good. And his Vet 2 already upgraded on support units as well. Flamethrowers managing to push them back, however, while flamethrowers are being used against the Russians over here. His own machine gun being used against them. Armored car coming up. Doesn't look like the Wehrmacht has any AT at the time, though. Pak 38 managing to move up over here. And the Panzer II got lost to myself, actually. Managing to bail him out with the mass conscripts over here. And these guys, Lancer's going down as he's being distracted on multiple fronts. Meanwhile, the center is being held and fortifications being built so it does not fall. packs being moved up to save the day. Russians are being advancing with this little armored car since he has encountered no resistance at all. Is he gonna get in position? Machine gun once again pinning down these flamethrowers. He's moving up that pack trying to take out that armored car. Looks like the Russians are building anti-tank hedgehogs all the way around. Flamethrower versus flamethrower. I believe the armored car was just taken out by a well-placed Axis mine. Good job to them. Managing to repulse this offensive. Large amount of Soviet troops up here though. Meanwhile, the British are coming in for attack. Pushing back. The Vermont had a squad up here actually. Panzer Lehr coming with 2 squads equipped with G43s and a Panzer IV built by the Austria. They have PS, but they don't have any heavy AT to deal with this. Once again, moving his HQ command truck once again a little bit closer to the front lines. Looks like Molotov catching that poor guy on fire. Managed to do some damage, but we're being pushed back because we don't have a tank and they do. Just got a supply half track, AT guns ready, and multiple no man's lands being built right here with AT guns on both sides and bunkers everywhere. Meanwhile, the Russians are trying to assault this house. Only has 1 machine gun. He's beginning to fall back. The flamethrower is pushing this machine gun squad out. Will he retreat? He's going the wrong way. He manages to make it. Flamethrower's getting in the house now. And vehicles. A Hetzer being called in by the Panzer Elite. Cromwell command tank. Once again, another Molotovs being thrown. HQ command truck under attack this time. With no heavy actual AT from either the Soviets or the British on this side. And another Panzer IV coming in. This could not be good for this side of the defenses. Meanwhile, the machine gun is now down, so the defenses have been significantly weakened over here, but a second one being built, right over here, and the sniper taking pot shots through that 3. Firefly coming out. He's going to be pushing these tanks back, but he's still got 2 tanks and a tank destroyer versus 1 tank. Panzer IVs are moving in on these tanks, along with the Hetzer. Our Cromwell command tank is being hit pretty bad as well. Not going good for the British at all. Cromwell command tank going down. Firefly being surrounded. Trying to save him by sending some Piats there. Piston not in good position with the Hetzer. With the Piats right there, but the Firefly going down. So is the Hetzer, just to be replaced by a second Hetzer. Looks like a Panzer IV got hit in the back and has a damaged engine now. Managing to destroy the mortar pit. However, this Panzer IV is very low health. Taking out that Panzer IV. This one's very low as well. Veteran C3 now as well. losing both Panzer IVs, not good. Still got one Hetzer left, but T-34 arriving on the battlefield. Meanwhile, the Axis managed to take the entire southern area, scouting with his little sniper. Ooh, just be careful though. Almost lost to those observer team. Meanwhile, preparing for offensive, they got some mortars ready as well. This has kind of become definitely no man's land now. Wehrmacht having to pull back, and Stu being brought up. Gun got damaged somehow from hitting it from the back with the T-34. And a second T-34 arriving on this side. Wehrmacht player sending in some Volksgrenadiers. Since he's holding the line in the center, hasn't been sending his forces much anywhere. Oh, he sent the Stu as well. That's not the Austrian, that was the Wehrmacht. Mortar pit being rebuilt over here. Stu not doing too much damage by hitting the wall. Both T-34 is rushing up to meet this Stu. Not looking a good situation for him. He may have moved the Hetzer up to assist him. Luckily that Stu shot missed these conscripts here. Hetzer getting some rear shots in on those T-34s. Shermpani's trying to heal the Stu, but it might be too late. Looks like, yep, it's going down. But it's about to see one T-34 is very low. Both of them trying to make an escape. It might be a repeat of the Panzer IVs, as we saw earlier. British coming into the rescue. Throwing in some artillery as well. Ooh, the veteran C1 T-34 being taken out. One escaping. However, Panzer Elite's being forced to fall back, and another Firefly coming out with for the British, strengthening their anti-tank arsenal. And another Panzer IV coming out from the Austria as well, with the Hetzer being repaired. A League coming out from the Austria. Offensive on the front line from the north, being repulsed by the machine gun and the pack, but the mortars are taking it out slowly. Meanwhile, the assault. Funny how this engagement is all taking place over this little narrow strip. Meanwhile, some anti-tank strictly being brought in from the player on this far side as well. Interesting to see him operating on this side of the map. Certainly help weaken that Panzer IV, but he might not be seeing it getting him low. Oh gosh. Yep, losing a squad, not good. Some sniper warfare going on. Ooh, counter snipe. Not good for the Germans. Also a small breakthrough coming in the center. Armor car being used. The sensor is starting to open up. Defense falling apart as the Wehrmacht try to focus on the up north. But Puma coming out from him. Meanwhile, a giant battle going on. Firefly firing from way over here. That's to get some vets, and the Panzer IV getting repaired. Meanwhile, once again, that player from the far other side has a machine gun set up here, definitely helping all these infantry not advance over here. Alright, my game crashed, but don't worry, I get to replay back up here. Wehrmacht on defense now. The Russians and British pushing up with their tanks. Meanwhile, down here, the armored car is being pushed off by this. Oh, being destroyed by that pack. And almost taking down that motorcycle. Puma being used in the center, but these areas is completely blocking him off, forcing him into the center. The third Hetzer called in. Although the Wehrmacht are on the retreat. Panzer Elite, my bad. And yet another Panzer IV coming in, making two Panzer IVs and two Hetzers. T-34 advancing from the back for some reason. Germans being pushed back here by a machine gun. Red Banner directly being upgraded with these PPSHs, being highly effective at close range. Meanwhile, the tank battle rages on. Panther 4 joining the mix. T-34 barely alive. About to go down. Not good. Hatcher's both low, but managing to take out that T-34, and the Firefly standing alone now. Being pushed back by that single Panzer 4. Meanwhile, Panther being built by LK, pushing up to the center. Machine gun and Panther also built by Demonja. Both Vermont players got Panther out about the same time. Not a whole lot of AT around here. AT gun. They could definitely push right to these defenses if need be. Definitely ruin the entire defensive position, seeing as the Allies have no defenses on this side. Practically no defenses. And looks like they're going to drive right into the center, however. Support weapons being evacuated out of here. Medic truck's going to try to get out in time. He's packing up shop, but will it be in time? AT gun setting up. Ooh, medical truck not doing good. Ooh, not getting taken out. Armored car also back here, but the AT gun managed to protect the Panthers. Protect them from the Panthers. Meanwhile, all these tanks are just being healed up, and a third Panzer 4 being brought up to the front lines. Meanwhile, there's a second Firefly being brought up, so now there's 2 Fireflies in command tank versus 3 Panzer 4s and 2 Hetzers. Stu also being brought up by the Vermont. Armored car being knocked out. T-60 being brought up. I'm not sure if that's the best choice with the high amount of Panthers in the field. 2 AT guns folks firing in the Stu. Might not be good for him. Trying to get out of there, but might be too late. Oh! Blocking both those shots. Lucky Stu. Very lucky. Falling back. Meanwhile, Axis making a big push over here. Panzer 4 getting side-shotted by this Firefly, however. Where's the third one? He's still back here repairing. Meanwhile, the Axis are trying to break through. They might finally be pushing through these defenses down here. Oh, no, here goes this T-60's getting... I told you, probably not the best choice. Panther coming to hunt him down. Oh. Half health, being one-shotted. See, it's funny because I was in this 2v2, forward board the whole time, but it's basically 2v2s going on. Like, I had no idea what was really going on over here because I was so focused on this side of things. Hatcher's pushing back. Now 3 Panzer 4s. Tremendous push. G43 is focusing on these Piats, having to pull back. Not good. 2 Fireflies alone. Not good. AT rifleman in here, however. Both Fireflies pretty high health. Panzer Force being brought up now, looks like. The Hetzer's getting extremely low. But so is the Firefly. Hetzer going down. It appears they're starting to push him back. Turning side armor, not the best idea, but getting healed up pretty fast. Panzer 4 getting real low. Going down. And then two Panzer 4s and 1 Hetzer. Bombing run coming in over here. Oh my goodness, barely barely missing that Firefly. Bringing him down to low health though. Panthers coming in from the flank as well. All these infantry being pinned down by the machine gun over here though. That player from all over the way there, he's saving the day. All those infantry being pushed back. Firefly's trying to get out of there. It's low health. Panther getting low health, being pushed back. Ooh, 1 Firefly going down. This Panther getting extremely low. squad getting low as well. Panther going down. Firefly barely. Nope, escaping. Panther got him. Revenge. Another Panther coming from the Austere. And a second headshot being brought up. The Panther forward staying back at crippled. There's a lot of armor on the field right now. And not a lot to respond with it. Meanwhile, Irish is managed to take the right side while this combat is distracted to his enemies. Panther being pushed back or falling back. Hetzer's Hetzen over here, you know, as they do. And the League is just pouring on fire on the base. Not looking good for the allies. However, the Axis lost all infantry support over here. It's just tanks on tanks. Panzer IV from the Demonja being brought up here as well. So all armor is just being focused on this side. Panther getting low. These Hetzers are tearing up these infantry though. Ooh, taking out that squad. Looks like, dang. Panther getting real low. But now all these armors advancing up here. If they could take out the Piats, British would be in a serious peril. Barely alive. These Hetzers like conjoined twins now. Got veteran C1. Trying to destroy that medical bunker so you can't heal. And the 88 from the Russians pretty much being built over here. And the Firefly being fully healed, coming up to assist, possibly take out that Panther. And the Force is sitting back here not doing much. Meanwhile, my more sneaky little mines building AT mines. Sneaky partisans building AT mines. Now this AT gun pushing the Axis back. Will this Panther get away? He might. Ooh, that Panther getting hit in the rear. And that AA must have saw him through the side by the point that they captured. Meanwhile, another Panther and some rocket half-track being built over here. And a Stew managing to hold the line. Allies going to be able to push. Most action's been focused on this side. And Katyusha barrage coming in, killing their repairing squad. And killing the League crew as well. Very devastating hit by yours truly, you know. Vet 3 on this 85mm, he's just hammering away. Looks like he took out a Hetzer possibly as well. Sniping guys left and right. He is Vet 3 on this gun is not doing too bad. Very well positioning. This Irish guy's been heavily supporting the left side, but he still has not been able to advance all the way up on this side due to Vet 3 tanks. Although he did just take out that squad, so good on him. And put a sticky mine, the Russian version of the sticky mine, I guess. Looks like the Panthers did break through here, breaking through the fences, crumbling. But they have an AT gun and a machine gun to hold them back for a little bit at least. Meanwhile, the Allies try to advance a little bit, being pushed back. T-34-85 being here. And now this AT gun just keeping them just out of range. Big infantry push being trying to come, however. Being shut down by artillery though, forcing them to immediately retreat. Meanwhile, there's a push on the backside. The Wehrmacht pushing the hold to these fences. Oh, another 88 being built there, or 85 I should say. Something just launched. Oh, there they landed. Tide has 3 T-34-85s moving in here, or 1 T-34-76. Another bombing run coming in over here. Almost taking out Katyusha and almost taking out the 85mm. And while these guys are being surrounded, cut off, Stew going down, Panther trapped by the 3 T-34s. Not looking good, but another Panther coming to the rescue. T-34 actually going down. See, this Panther will manage to get out. That Panther can be pushed back by the 85mm. But T-34-85s, we're focusing on them along with the 85, not looking good. Yep, and him going out of control. This one's still out of range. Another tank push going on over here. Ooh. Panzer IV going down to the Firefly, I believe. Large amount of tanks up here as well. This just turned into a tank fest. Firefly back here as well. Must have been just got healed up. Pushing with 2 Petzers and 2 Panther, or Panther 4 and a Panther. Panther 4 getting extremely low though. Firefly getting these side shots. And the 85 hitting from all the way over here at the end of his range. Panther better get out of there as well. Meanwhile, Parsons putting up mines right here in front of them. T-34 is pushing through the center. Center is not very defended at this point, as the Tiger is being diverted over to this front. Aha! I actually managed to take out a Panzer IV trying to retreat with my sneaky partisans, so it came in handy actually, and it damages Panther pretty badly. Big surge of Russians with myself coming to push them through this way. Meanwhile, the Soviets are trying to push up with their tanks as well. The Panther is low health being pushed back. Su-76 being built by Irish. Not heavy, super heavy armor, but advancing to do the job. Infantry push on here, pushing our austere player back. There's a huge amount of squads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 squads. A lot of AT rifles as well. Panzer coming to counter with all his Panzer Grenadiers as well. Ooh, grenade coming in, taking out 7 guys. Another 5. Ooh. Grenades are just not being good for them. Tiger pushing back these infantry. Surviving infantry are being cut to shreds by these last remaining Panzer Elite Grenadiers, Panzer Grenadiers, and almost getting themselves almost getting taken out by the Molotov cocktails. Meanwhile, another push going on with the T-34-85. Two about to go down. Tide. Not good. A lot of Panthers in this area now. That one going down. Looks like the Su-76 got taken out. However, a large amount of tanks on both sides. Still managing to hold these guys back. Two being healed here. Tiger now over here with the 2 Petzers that need to be repaired. And a large amount of tanks. Actually, only 3 now. Looks like. More Katyushas being brought in. Knights Cross trying to push in on this way as well. They're trying to take out this last machine gun in the building. It's been a strong point for the Axis for the entire game. But that mortar is starting to take him out, or dual mortars. Knights Cross being fired on 3 sides, or 2 sides. MG42 still managing to do a little bit with his tiny bit of health. Katyusha coming in on the repair station. MG42 still hammering away. Somehow the building must be blocking for that T-34-85. However, that mortar's finally taking him out. Artillery, heavy artillery coming in from the Allies. Not sure from where. I think it might have been call-in. Actually, no, it's the British. British giving artillery support with their priest over here. It's obviously a strong point because it's a repair bunker. Ooh. Double Stew's not going to be good news for those conscripts, especially since they're Vet 3. A lot of armor in the center now. Soviets have a lot of AT guns and some tanks though, so they shouldn't be able to push up too far. Meanwhile, pushing the center with 2 austere Panthers, but the 85mm in the center should be able to help hold the line. Infantry push to accommodate it as well. Panther might be going down. However, we have, it's like a bombing run. Ooh. Just missing that 85mm. Managed to kill the flamethrower squad that was right beside him though. These infantry being forced to retreat. Panther going down. With these AT guns being moved to low health, and this Panther managing to make it around. Ooh, Panther might be able to get him. Katyusha Barrage coming in over here as well. T-34 going down. Also AT gun going down. Another Panther coming in from the flank over here as well. While Katyushas are coming down. So much going on. First Panther managing to go down. Meanwhile, pushed by the Soviets on this side. Taking out the machine gun crew. Burning them all alive. Poor guys. No fear at all. Holding that flag. Showing the Soviet might. Panther having to fall back. He's getting extremely low. 85mm almost catching him. Will it be able to take him out? Ooh. Deflecting the rear shot. Very lucky. Very lucky. Another Panther going out over here though. And captured Pack. Meanwhile, the Tiger himself is being pushed back by dual Fireflies. With supported T-34-85s as well, but this one's very strategically positioned. Katyusha's coming in, and the Firefly's pushing up, taking the Tiger out. Eventually being injured as well. The Axis are in full retreat, only one Hetzer to hold back all these tanks now. Meanwhile, another Panther coming out. There's been so many Panthers in this game. There's still a large amount of Panthers. Another Katyusha Barrage coming in, trying to take out these repair bunkers. That building's been protecting it very well, but it's getting low health, so it's finally going down. But still, additional 2 around here. Panther Elite not looking good though. Has another Panther coming up, but there's lots of tanks up here that could push through. Vermont launching their own counter artillery strike. See where the target of this is. Trying to take out that 85mm once again. Firing off this Lancers, trying to take this VP. They have VPs the majority of the time, but it's 1,000 VPs, so it didn't help them. If it was 500 VPs, oh, another Panther going down. Or Stu, my bad. If it had been 500 VPs, they probably would have won by now, but no such luck. Nice cross managing to kill off these guys. Meanwhile, there's a big tank battle going on over on this side. Fireflies pushing up with supported T-34-85s. The Panther and the Hetzer trying to push them back. Then a big infantry battle going on as well. And another, the Central 85mm firing away and grenade. Having them be taken out as well. Not good at all. Ooh, the squad almost going down. Will he manage to make it? And Russian air raid being called in. Not good for the Axis. The center defenses are starting to fall apart. AT gun being knocked out. Ooh. Dropping some bombs, it seems. Panther being forced back. Very effective, taking out that medical bunker as well. Another Panther being forced back. Meanwhile, the Soviets are also attempting to advance over here, but Panther blocking them. However, the British and Soviets are advancing up here. The Jagdpanther coming in to help stop the advance though, and 2 Panthers now being here with the Hetzer. So a large amount of armor. Attempting counter strike with all these tanks. Firefly going down from all that firepower. The Panther Elite tries to make a counter thrust now. Large amount of T-34-85s being used for assault. Another SU-76 coming out. Another T-34-85 up here as well. Nice cross managing to hold these guys off. Panther Elite pushing up with all their tanks, and the new Tiger pushing these guys back. However, they do have 2 T-34-85s to help with the defense, although they are being kicked back a lot. Large amount of armor. Humongous. Artillery coming in to save the day for the British. However, this T-30-45 getting low. Being taken out along with the Firefly. However, these guys are very low health. Artillery coming in on them. Taking out one Panther. Two Panthers being taken out, weakening their force significantly. Taking out the command tank. However, there's a giant tank pushing over here. Four T-30-45s pushing up against this Tiger and Stu and a Panther. Katyusha coming up here, another Panther coming in to assist as well. The center, the Lancers are retaking it. Another Panther being rushed into the scene, with one being taken out, or the Stu being taken out. T-34 being taken out, there's still 3 remaining. SU-76 taking some pot shots from the rear. Huge amount of armor. T-34 getting this guy down low, but he's low himself. Another Panther going down. T-34 going down. Another T-34 going down. One left. The SU-76 versus these 3 guys, which are still very capable of taking out a T-34. Will the Tiger go down? He's bet 3 now. He should probably get him out of there, to be honest. But the Tiger is very low as well. Another Tiger being taken out. T-34 is really low. Oh, being taken out as well. Now 3 Panthers as the austere one comes over here. And the infantry being pushed back by these defenses. Meanwhile, oh god damn. Poor Panther. Being pushed back by the heavy infantry and artillery support, and another 2 Fireflies being built. And one T-30-45 remaining. He said how. Not sure what he's talking about there. Another Kettenkrag coming up. Panzer Elite not being left with much. A large amount of armor lost on the bottom side of this map. The Soviets not having any? Take a look. Yeah, these 2 Soviets lost all their armor. However, there's still a large infantry push by myself actually. One in machine gun trying to hold it up though. Managing to pin down 2 of the squads. One squad managed to sneak through. Oh, possibly. Grenade being thrown. Managing to push through, opening up this entire center area for the Soviets to push through. More infantry with AT rifles pushing in. They don't have any actual tanks, but they do have AT weapons, which may or may not be enough. Meanwhile, there's a high amount of artillery in this area. British and the 85 still defending them. The central one is still alive. Possibly it was rebuilt, I'm not sure. But either way, those have been very helpful throughout this game. Irish have very strategically placed them to assist. While the tanks being pushed back here by all these infantry. There's another Tiger coming up, unfortunately. There's 2 Vet 3 Tigers in the field, one here, one up here. A high amount of armor. However, Fireflies being pushed up. It's like no man's land right here. Firing this. Air power being called in once again on these tanks. And Katyusha's coming in as well. Although taking out a lot of the buildings in the way. Second, 2 of them being called in on there. Insanity. And more Katyusha's coming in over here. Double communism. Oh my gosh. They're trying to get out of this carnage. Ooh. Panther managed to go down. Almost went down. Will he be able to make it? Oh my gosh. Panther managing to make it to a safety. However, with infantry push and all this artillery coming in, it might not be so lucky for these other tanks. very low armor on almost all of them. Repair bunker going down, and the Axis tanks are being pushed back by that humongous artillery barrage. Oh, here comes the final part. That might be bad. You guys better get out of there. Okay, I think that was it. Huge breakthrough for the Allies, though, managing to push us the Axis almost completely off the field. Stu coming to save the day. They're trying to, at least. Ooh, Panther going down. Axis being pushed back very close to the base. Another Tiger coming out to try to help things out. Meanwhile, tank pushed by the British coming in here. Only a Jagdpanther that stopped them. And oh, there's a Tiger strategically positioned here. If you could only see a little bit farther. Meanwhile, a whole bunch of infantry here trying to take out the actually my infantry in this battle. Grenade coming in. Large amount of smoke being thrown to add to the confusion. Tanks firing on these guys as well. Artillery coming in over here. These guys being both pulling back with artillery coming in on them. Meanwhile, some more Katyushas coming up. 4 Katyushas on this front. Mines being laid to stop any further tank pushes by the Axis. And Katyushas coming in to push these infantry advances off. Only one Jagdpanther, the last remaining defender, besides this Tiger, I guess that's over here as well. However, with three tanks now. Not sure what happened to the other T-34. He might have got taken out. The Tiger and Stu holding that line over here from further advance, but the Allies are in very good position with high amounts of artillery. An AT gun, actually a captured AT gun being used against the Tiger. Not good for him. Ooh, about to hit this mine as well, it looks like. No, he's falling back. Panther fighting, Jagdpanther fighting against all these tanks. These dual Shrek equipped Panzer Grenadiers trying to help push back as well. Katyusha coming in to save the day. Meanwhile, this Tiger over here is remaining idle, because I'm assuming he's distracted by other things going on his front, though his front has been lost right here. Jagdpanther being pushed back by all these combined arms. Firefly barely getting out of there himself. Where was that? Sounds big. Yeah, this is the Jagdpanther. The Panther coming out from the Austere. Yeah, he's focusing down here. I think he might have forgot all about this guy. Oh, if you take out that Firefly though. Also using Nebel Warfare to try and push back the Allies. Katyusha trying to close range barrage but failing. Managing to push back all these infantry away from the Axis HQ, delaying them a little bit of time. All these Katyushas coming in to help barrage the Axis area, it seems. All they seem to have left is heavy tanks and Knight's Cross. Meanwhile, push coming with the Axis over here. Austere committing all his infantry, however them being defeated by heavy artillery. The Panther coming in. He dropped after losing all his infantry, and his Panther's trying to come in from the flank. Well, the Jagdpanther is also firing from this way. But another Katyusha launching a close barrage to keep him back. Managing to take out that T-34-85 though. Both Fireflies retreating after that Jagdpanther. Managed to push them back, however. Another Air raid being called on the right side of the map. Panther going down. As the Axis continue to be pushed further and further. It's two double again. One being called there, one being called back here. Look at all the planes. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Plane going down in the river. No man's land now. Ooh, another one going down. Not sure where he went down. Must have went off map. Oh, he went down over there, actually. More Katyusha attacks being called in on this front as well. However, the Allies have no... Oh, but they have an SU-100. They have one tank. Tiger being pushed back. The Axis are actually in their HQ at this point. Not good for them at all. Meanwhile, they managed to hold the Allies to this corridor as well still. Have a Katyusha's flying in. Ooh, managed to take out those annoying Nebel warfighters that have been eating us up the entire game. However, this front is kind of still stable, I guess. More Katyusha barrages coming in over here. 4 of them, look like. Last tank push trying to pick out this SU-100. We could manage to push up and take out all 4 of those. That would be a significant relief. Not sure if it's safe in the game with resources float like this on the Allied side. But it could certainly help, that's for sure. Meanwhile, big pushes be coming in over here. Axis are trying to push at the same time as the Allies. One blast Nebel warfare managing to fire off. However, Katyusha is shutting down the infantry assault. And Fireflies back here picking off tanks, and an IS-2 being built as well. Stug going down, and enemy Tiger being buttoned. Meanwhile, we have 3 IS-2s moving up for the final assault on the Axis HQ, although they still have Nebel warfighters down here, it looked like, or something. Oh, it's half-track, that's what it's still firing. Trying to take out those Katyushas. Still trying to push through with Blitzkrieg. Jagdpanther having to go up against 3 Fireflies now. Not good odds. Not good at all. Panther 3 being built by the AI. See, they're not the brightest once AI takes over. 4 Fireflies now. Holy cow. And Katyusha coming in, not looking good. Buttons. He's dead. Oh? Let's get away. IS-2 coming in as well. They're trying to hit him with the Kenkreds, but I don't think it'll be enough versus 5 heavy gun tanks. Jagdpanther going down. This friend's all but collapsed on this side. Meanwhile, over here, the Katyushas are firing away. Last Panther is stuck down here trying to defend against these 3 IS-2s. However, it's not much of a defense. Although there is a Tiger coming, which could possibly help them. The Panther going down is not going to be good news. Nice crossbeam force back as well. Huge push coming on the base of the Panzer Elite and being hit with artillery as well in its own base. Pushing in with multiple IS-2s. Stu trying to help defend, but it's all but destroyed. They got a mortar trying to help out. Meanwhile, this Tiger's getting low. Managing to push back one of the IS-2s, however. Although his turret is damaged now. And the pack being built to try to stem the Allied assault. However, it's only a matter of time before these guys fire again and take it out. Merciless animals. Well played, guys. See, LK over here, he said well played. The guy up here saying savages. Tiger about to go down. LOL, GG. See, I love it when players are friendly to each other. Ooh. Tiger's advancing with no gun. Maybe he's just trying to buy a new one with manpower. IS being repaired. Meanwhile, the 3 IS-2s falling back. This Marta managed to take out one of them. Base being assaulted by planes as well. Not good for him. Ooh, and second IS-2 being knocked out. However, being relentlessly bombed. Both bases being bombed now. And Katyusha coming in as well. Okay, drop down there. Marta being taken out. Another push coming in through here. The base all but destroyed. Demonje is the last player here. Oh, I guess Pistol is still in here. He's saying animal. How dare you bombard my base? It's being bombed relentlessly with all the Katyushas and artillery and planes. Whereas lost the Maniac. Obviously he was not happy about losing his base. Now it's just a matter of time before both of all the Axis are defeated. His friends all fell apart. They might get one more Panther out. Not sure why maybe he's waiting to heal all these guys before he advances. Infantry being held up by one of the last MG42 nests. Panzer IV coming out. Panzer IIIs. AI built short barrel Panzer IIIs to try to use, I guess. Hetzer on the last defense of the HQ. 4 tanks trying to destroy the HQ. HQ going down. No more Collins for him. However, we have the AI doing some interesting attacking. Running right into the red banners directly and dying pretty soon. Trying to make an assault through here, however, versus Irish. Grenade. Firing a grenade of their own. A smoke grenade. Oh yeah, that's what the AI does. I forgot about that. Hetzer going down. Panzer Elite all pretty much defeated. One squad left. IS-2's finally pushing in up here. Panzer IV managing to come out. Panzer IV and 2 Stews are the last armored defense. Oh, they have a Panzer IV up here as well. The AI does. Katyusha's getting ready for a barrage, it looks like. Mortar support up here as well. Some large explosions over there. Taking out the Panzer Command. Here comes a barrage of a lifetime. Panzer IV being taken out by this Katyusha. And 4 IS-2s over here now. Absolutely no base defenses on this side now. And Panzer IVs and Panzer IIIs trying to advance up here. But the British player is hunting them down with his tanks. With the Panzer Elite being destroyed. Looks like they're finally moving into the center of 2 bases with Panzer IV, 2 Stews, and these last tanks over here. Panzer III going down here, 2 tanks left up here to fight. IS-2 is destroying this base down here. The Panzer III being knocked out, Panzer IV being cornered by 4 Fireflies. Getting knocked out right there. Mopping up these last infantry. Last squad up here. IS-2's moving in on the other side of their base as well. Heavy artillery coming in from the British. Panzer IV's the last remaining tank with some Stugs and Stews left as well. With him going down, however. 2 Axis bases are completely destroyed, but 2 remaining. They're completely surrounded at this point. There's no possible way for them to escape. Katyusha is firing on the base from this way. Taking out this last Panzer IV. Meanwhile, Katyusha's coming in from this side as well. IS-2's leading the assault, managing to get a Stug out. Not sure if that's going to do any difference, being almost 2-shotted. Looks like it's going to take 3. And the hordes of infantry are followed after the machine gun nest has been destroyed. Looks like another Stew has been knocked out, and the IS-2 is advancing from this side as well, while the British are advancing from the center of both bases. Meanwhile, there's one last squad's trying to... I'm not sure what he's trying to do with the AI, but he's being forced to retreat as well. The last of these bases being taken down. Infantry machine gun being left to guard the bases. How many tanks are those? About 4 apiece. And 2 SU-100s from Irish. It's a very good point. The Axis would definitely have a lot of tanks if they won as well. One more base remaining. Oh, being fired on point blank by the Katyushas. And there you go. Pistol Man being killed. At least they stayed and fought to the end, calling another Soviet strike over here. Alright, well I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a very action-packed game. It's one of the craziest games I've been a part of. I'd still say it was like 50-50 on who would win up until about halfway. The Axis definitely wouldn't have actually won if they would have been 500 VPs. But it was just a crazy game. See, they were up in the British HQ at the beginning of this game. Managed to advance. The Axis had all of this, but quite the comeback by the Allies. A shit ton of tanks. And very rare that you see a 4 vs 4 on Eastern Front mod. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe if you want to see more. And if you have any intense games like this as well, I would love to stream them. So just put them in the Eastern Front Discord if you would like to see them casted on here. And you guys have a great day and goodbye.